That was fast. Yo, what's going on, man? It's Joy Boy Jay here, Starface Jay here, Chief Red Cloud here, Jay Santana, and we here in Lotus School. Wow. Oh, really? You got the phone? Yeah, y'all, hold on, I gotta grab something. Anyway, this is the lesson of energetic protection, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get down? All around the town? For real. Anywho, essentially, we're going to continue off the last lesson. We was talking about different ways to have like energy protection and protect yourself and shit like that, right? So in the last lesson we spoke about prayers, right? Having them good prayers, pray to the Lord, whatever the fuck you essentially subscribe to, right? So yeah, and then now we're going to be talking about the second half of it, and if I have a bit that we can go in depth on. So just stay tuned and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is the magic wand I was speaking on the last lesson. You feel me? It's a crystal wand. And I got this for learning from these witches that were in London in their covenant and shit. And I think it's made with like some shit from India maybe or something. But she got a whole lot. She traveled and shit and got a whole lot of different materials and shit from different places. But anyways. In terms of energetic protection, we were talking about the energy balloon. You can literally emphasize that with not only just your hands and that balloon that you visualize, but you can utilize your wand too. So you can douse yourself, right? Imagine yourself with the eyes open or closed, right? And then you go back and forth, right? All across your whole aura field. Right, imagine your biofield, and you just cleanse it, and literally have the intention the whole time. You can say it one time beforehand, inside your head, outside, out loud. Like I said, the intention to have protection and cleanse myself, or you can do it literally, actively, and say, "I'm cleansing, I'm protecting, as yourself. You go through your whole body, right? A few times, I would suggest, right? And essentially, all the wand really does is just amplify your intention of what you already, exuberate internally to externally, whatever you project, because you are the magic in and of itself. You get what I'm saying? Like, never forget that. Like, you are the origination of what magic is. It's imagination, right? I, God, magi, right? Creation, nation. The God, the nation where creation and God reside. So anyway, as well, to go along with this, it's going to segue into the next way to protect yourself. So we just talked about using the wand and dousing yourself with your visualization of your bubble, right? Amplifying the wand. And then as you set the intentions, a way that you can set intentions and even do it without doing that if you so choose, or with it, which is stronger, I would say, is you can add I am affirmations and affirmations. Now affirmations confirm what you are essentially affirming to yourself, what you are solidifying is true to your brain and your subconscious. And affirmations were literally designed, it's like the Super Saiyan version of affirmations. AKA, they're made with the intention to literally bypass subconscious doubt. So if you have like thinking sometimes of like, oh, well, what if we don't believe it? Or we don't really feel like we believe it? Well, my nigga, this is like a continual process thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not to try to eliminate doubt completely, entirely, in and of itself. That's not the intention and point of that. The point of it is just to be able to continuously, repetitiously pound the information in your head, slowly but surely. And then it'll just become natural. It's just like in school, you learn shit. They tell you 1 + 2 is 3, nigga. You ain't going there thinking 1 + 2 is 3. You didn't give a fuck. So you went slowly but surely, 1 + 2 = 3 one day, type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's the same dynamic. So I am, right? So you can say, I am protected. I am loved. I am always good. I know that everything is always working out for me, right? And then you say after I is a literal command to your subconscious brain and a command to reality. So you're literally like quantum jumping or shifting timelines, as they say, But all that just means is just your energy signature, what you choose to embody. You're going to start seeing more of that. So if you see, like if you say right now, right, I am protected. Your brain, remember confirmation bias, you're going to look for ways that you're protected, and it's going to further solidify that belief. But if you say the opposite end that you're not, then you're going to show yourself that you're not. And then affirmation, so you'd be like, why am I so protected? Why am I so, amazingly provided for? Why does everything always go my way and we don't ever have to stress? And it's the same dynamic, right? Confirmation bias from a logical standpoint, but from a metaphysics standpoint, it's you synchronizing, aka manifesting what you create. Because speaking is literally creation. Just to give a little bit on that, if you look up the etymology definition of grammar, it's literally says magics and spells, right? And incantations. And it segues into grammar. Doesn't that awfully sound like a grimoire? And what do some people like in Harry Potter do? They say the word, Expelliarmus, right? They're saying the intention and it is cast out. It's literally the same exact thing. Okay. So anyways, we talked about amplifying the energy balloon. We talked about the I am, right? Affirmations or affirmations. Okay, why am I so blank? And that's the purpose of bypassing subconscious mind, right? Also, another thing, we was about to do that, but we'll do it here soon. You can give nature offerings. You can work with the different nature spirits. So you can work with fire, right? The sun. You know what I'm saying? You can burn shit, right? With like a lighter. Air, right? You can speak, right? That's that speaking, the incantations and shit like that, right? Or also, which I'm gonna segue into in a second, like incense and sage. Hold on that. And then you have earth, which I'm about to talk about. Like, say you go outside, like in Bali, as a tradition, they leave like little snacks and little fruits and shit outside, like every day as a commemoration to, their gods and shit. Now, granted, you don't have to take on that same practice, but just like this, an example, right? You can give the nature some offerings, and also the indigenous tribe, like Native Americans, where your boy reside. Cherokee squaw. But anyway, they talk about the very same thing, especially also with like the water spirits. And then you can also leave offerings in the water, whatever, food, it can be physical stuff. I prefer more so food because it's like biodegradable and it's giving Mama Nature back herself. You can give other stuff too, but it really just depends on you. I'm not your say all end all be all of what you can and can't do. I'm just giving you, the tool spiritual bags, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you can offer some nature experience, and also you could work with daemons, right? So this kind of segues to the experience, and then I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about with that. I'll tell you in a second. Anyways, you can work with like spirits and shit, and whoever that spirit is for you is whatever you subscribe to. So if it's just literally just God, source, universe, simple as that, cool, boom. If you're a little bit more specific than that, maybe it's Krishna, maybe it's fucking Buddha, maybe it's King Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's Hecate, maybe it's Lilith, Aphrodite, fucking Zeus, Apollo, whoever the hell you subscribe to, whoever you want to work with, Archangel Michael and them, you know what I'm saying? Jesus, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you can work with those spirits, you can pray to them. Like, I pray, God, source, universe, Jesus, motherfucking Muhammad, you say goddamn Krishna, Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, whoever, King Hanuman, Aphrodite, protect me, have me protected, have me always, have an open mind, open spirit. Yeah, over there going to the God Island right now, so that's a shout out to the spirits right now. I was like, yeah, nigga. But anyway, so yeah, you can work with different spirits and whatnot, and the reason I said daemons because the way that we have been taught of what demons is literally just the modernized version word of daemon. A daemon is just literally just a spirit, a celestial being. Okay, it's just a middle. I would say that of course they're more benevolent and some maybe more malevolent, but overall I would say mostly, what I'm saying, is neutral. It depends on the person that uses it. It's kind of like a gun, right? A gun in itself is neutral, but if you give it to somebody with good intentions, they'll do good with the gun to protect you. If you give a gun to people with nefarious intentions, they're gonna go around doing goofy shit. So I mean, it's kind of like that. So when the spirits, you know what I'm saying, ask to protect you, asking them for whatever, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And that's I said to give first. You don't have to, but you know what I'm saying, that can like amplify what you got going on if you know get more protection and shit. So yeah. And then also we can talk about overall you can make your own too. You know what I'm saying. And this goes back to the segue. Now I got it back now. While I was talking about fire, sage is another really good protection tool. Sage is so calming to your nervous system, and it's literally like it cleanses the air and it's just overall douses everything. It's such a great protection energy. Like I love sage, so I highly recommend sage. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it, burn that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can sage your clothes, you can set intentions on your clothes and shit too, right? Whenever you wear it, you know, cleanse it. Hey, I walk with this, you know, with abundance. Every time I wear this, I am receiving love. I'm receiving offerings, right? And just keep, you know what I'm saying, going about it like that. You know what I'm saying? And then also a segue to sage is incense. Incense are another good one as well too. Like for example, in like Bali or like Japan, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they grab the incense, right, and then they have it between their hands and they go up in their temples and they pray. You know what I'm saying? And they douse it over like their crown. You know what I'm saying? So just as an example, you use incense as well. So you actually get creative. You do whatever the hell your spirit calls to. I'm just giving you some practices. Now, you know what I'm saying, you can mix them, remix them, you know, do some whole other shit. Use it as inspiration, however it best serves you. Like I say, our ways are not to say our end all be all. I just, you know, like to definitely promote that. Yeah, that's important. Right. And then also as well, you can play frequency protection music. That's a really, really good one. Like, you know, go on YouTube, search up protection frequency. You can search up like, you know, clear blockages, you know, maybe your throat, you know, clear throat, chi, whatever, sound bowls, all that. And that's another great way too. It's like working with the sound, the air, right, as well. You can drink it you can speak into your fluids, like your waters, your coffees, you know, your mocha latte, whatever you're drinking, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can do that shit too. Speak to that motherfucker. Just think about it. You're 70% water, nigga. Then you work with the water spirits. You're putting whatever that water is into you. There's videos of like people playing music next to water, and the water literally having a completely different like reaction. Like starts moving around differently and shit. So think about it, that's literally you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to certain frequencies of music, your frequency being your electromagnetic frequency personified. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways.
Awesome.
And then let's see. Another one is like transmutation. So say if you were going through like, you know, maybe like a lot of strife, a lot of grief, a lot of, you know, perceived suffering, you could definitely, you know, transmute that, you know what I'm saying? And you would say, okay, well, how could you transmute it? I'll give you some examples, but ultimately transmutation is up to the person to transmute. But you could imagine like the chi going from down, coming up to your crown chakra. You know, if you're going through something, let it feel all the way out, because it's energy and motion that needs to be felt. You know, sometimes we don't need to always intellectualize what's happening or figure out or know what's happening. Okay, but that's one way you can do it, right? Another way, right, of transmuting, you could essentially, you know, journal and shit like that, right? But you know, and this is what I mean by that. You could say, we feel like this, but I'm grateful when I got over this feeling and started to feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get it to like segue into like your feelings, your new intentions or whatever you choose to feel. So say you say like, for example, we feel sad at times because of X, Y, and Z, but I'm so grateful when that passed me, and now I feel so protected and so loved and so taken care for by the universe, God, source, infinite, all, right? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just a good example of shit, you know what I'm saying? And you can do transportation work with the spirits, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the offerings and shit, you know, with the regular prayer, you feel me? You can literally imagine like yourself as a tree, right? You can imagine the negative energy going up to the cosmos and also to Mother Nature. It's like, grounding your feet helps. We'll talk about another lesson. Grounding your feet in the water or grounding your feet in nature, and then letting that energy transmute up and down, you know what I'm saying? Let it go out. And then imagine that positive chi coming into you, that positive energy circulating through your body, and most of us use that like tree stump as you being grounded, that force. And that helps as well too, big time. Also, let's see. Yeah, potions. I mean, this is more so in like the next video, but like potions, Florida water and shit, which is just intentional water. I'm making it simple for you for this one. And then I believe that is it. Yeah. Oh, and then also cleanse like your jewelry and shit, your spiritual jewelry. So if you got some jewelry, you know what I'm saying, you cleanse that motherfucker, protect, right? You do it either with potion, you can do it just with your hand, clear, have the intent to clear, visualize that shit. Or you can even speak over some water or something, maybe like boil it, it just depends on whatever you got, whatever type of jewelry you got, so you can get creative. So anyways, just to sum everything up one last time, talked about how you can amplify yourself with the chi, right? And matter of fact, I'll give you one more practice with the wand too. You can literally imagine yourself with this circle, this bubble, circulating your own energy around, and you can so that's definitely gonna be next lesson. But you can just imagine like you got your chi coming in through one way, right? And if you watch Avatar, you'll know I'm talking about when the Fire Nation soldiers redirected the lightning, kind of like that. It had to come in through one way and then go in another chi out the other way. But anyways, you can use the wand to amplify our overall aura field. You can speak affirmations, which is affirming something, which is you setting and commanding your reality, commanding your nervous system for confirmation bias, or affirmations, which is literally the same thing but in a higher way, I guess you would say, because it's literally made to bypass the subconscious mind. So affirmations. Also, you have to see we talked about nature offerings, right? With different elementals. Fire, burn some shit. Earth, put shit in the earth, right? Feed some animals or something, right? Whatever. Put an offering in the water, right? Or air, so you can speak over yourself, speak over just people, whatever, prayers, right? Talked about you can just make your own, right? Get creative in that way, in that sense. You can play frequencies on YouTube and shit of different intentions as well. And then we also spoke on transmutation of energy, right, as well, of course. We talked about how you can use sage and incense, right, to cleanse yourself, cleanse the energy of whatever you wear. You can set intentions on your clothes that you wear as well too, to protect yourself, right? And then also you can visualize like a white light like all around you too, like cleansing you as well too. That's another alternative as well. And then speaking over your water, and then drinking your water or pouring it over your jewelry, right, as a cleanse and protection thing. And then inherently too is the last two things I'll say to leave off on this is essentially this really is amplified by your belief system. That's why like this is connected to your nervous system and like how you are operating, because if you don't believe you're protected on your nervous system, it don't matter what the fuck you do in terms of an external practice, nothing is going to how I say it. As long as you have the belief that you are protected essentially, and you are solidified in your beliefs, or you're at least programming yourself and working towards your beliefs, even if you have doubt, you're good. And inherently you already are protected. I'm gonna be real with you, right? This is just another different ways that we can amplify and be more effective with our chi and our energy. But overall, you're already protected. When we were saying just now, like, if you act as if you're not protected with not the belief, you're going to essentially manifest yourself not being protected because your nervous system don't feel protected. You get what I'm saying? So this is why it's connected to like the nervous system. You feeling all right with yourself, you being, cool with yourself and all that shit type of thing. But anyway, so that's the lesson. I know that you got something good from that, and I know that you're good, and love yourself. We love you. Fuck with you. And we're going to get into the next one. Appreciate you.